Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. This is a preemptive one for an upcoming date. Would I be problematic? We have in the green bottle, the pale green bottle, Bacardi Superior, introduced in 1862, produced in Puerto Rico, bottled in Jacksonville, Florida. Let me edit my notes here. I got to add a little something. Produced in Puerto Rico, bottled in Florida, and then produced. Now got it. Hey, what's up? Hello, B Aviation. So we've got the competitor. Now this one says on the back, perfect for mixing, and then they give you a mixed drink idea, cocktail idea. Rum of Puerto Rico, aged at least 1 year. They're a member of the Rums of Puerto Rico group, which has an interesting website. Don Q, that's one I have to get. I was forgetting about Don Q. I have to get Don Q. Rums, they'll all have that. Don Q will have that on the back, and some other ones, part of that trade association. Established in 1862 in Santiago de Cuba. White rum. And they fled to Puerto Rico in 1962, 100 years later, or around that time, to flee the communist repression of Cuba. And one day they might go back to a free country. Heard you guys have gotten a lot of rain lately. Oh, yeah, not this week, but yeah, it was a lot. Now it's flooding, still flooding about 5 miles from here. I don't know if it's gone into any buildings. I get the impression it might have. You can't go down U.S. Highway 51, though, for sure. It's underwater. Or it may be subsiding at this point, but 2 days ago, there was no way I was trying to drive through that. I had to go 18 miles to go home. Had to take an 18-mile detour, total miles. Semper Fortis. This is Cane Run Estate Original Rum now, just called Cane Run, number 12 blend. They don't sell the number 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 blend. They're showing a distillery in the background with some metals. It has 1 metals, made by traditional methods from real Caribbean sugar cane. Cane Run, introduced in 2015 as Cane Run Estate, now just sold as Cane Run. If you notice, some newer bottles might already be showing just Cane Run. Now the Bacardi Superior, I saw it on sale at Rouse's, or was it Zapardo's last week? I can't remember, one of the local stores, and it was $11.99. They kind of take turns having sales on it. Expertly crafted by Maestros de Ron Bacardi Rum Masters. Bacardi Superior is aged for a minimum of 1 year in white oak barrels, then shaped through a secret blend of charcoals to craft a rum that has a light, dry taste that is perfect for mixing. So they have a blend of charcoals, which they're never going to let you know what wood is used. Do you think southeastern Louisiana will be habitable in 50 to 100 years? Well, probably. Now, Cane Run, there's no age statement. Product of Trinidad, imported and bottled by Sazerac Company, Louisville, Kentucky. So Bacardi is bottled in Jacksonville, sent to Jacksonville, Florida, and bottled there. And this is imported into the United States from Trinidad and Tobago, the country of Trinidad and Tobago, or Tobago, but it's produced on the island of Trinidad and bottled in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, by Sazerac Company. I don't think, nice metal cap, plastic cap, glass bottle, plastic bottle. Cane Run, it does come in glass, 375, 750s, and liters. Let me check something real fast. I don't think it's going to win. I don't think Cane Rum's going to win. It's been performing well in the taste challenges. Okay, it has been doing all right. Built-in pour, but it's not going to. Nah, it ain't going to hold up against Bacardi. Sorry, kids. Ultimate Spirits Challenge 2015, 87 points. Very good, strong recommendation. Enjoy a better rum cocktail when you use Cane Run Estate rum. Okay. Or now just called Cane Run. Common in Louisiana, although I noticed today that Mathern's doesn't sell it. And they're a Louisiana grocery chain, so it may not be as common as I think, but I'm pretty sure it's at most stores. Familiar. Una Impresa Familiar. Our familiar logo or whatever. Familiar trademark. All right. Now, tomorrow morning at dawn, Dawnbuster is going to be Castillo Silver. Castillo Silver versus Bacardi. Versus Cane Run, sorry. Appearance. Well, they got nice alcohol legs. Maybe Bacardi's more uniform. They're clear, silver, white. They're not white. You know, white is like a sheet of paper, white, right? They're clear. They're silver, maybe. I bought another Bacardi Gold. It's called Major Laser. It's Bacardi Major Laser, which was specially produced in conjunction with a American Caribbean style music group. Came out 2017, but I don't think it's still being produced. But I found a good deal at Acuista Paces about a month ago, 2 months ago, and Major Laser was $7.99 a bottle. Crazy price, right? I guess they got a big stash of it at Acuista Paces, and they figured, let's unload it. Got it from some wholesaler, probably wanted to dump it. But it might be really good. But that's going to be a while from now. All right, got these Diamore glasses. Kind of resilient glasses. Kind of sturdy. Those Glencairn glasses that John and Nille gave me, great glasses. You know, it's funnels the aroma towards your nose, theoretically at least, and it's really pretty. But those things didn't last 2 years. Any little mishap, and I mean little, they crack, break, shatter. So I was like, I don't see much future for these. And it didn't. I was trying to be very careful with them, but they just didn't hold up. Bacardi Superior, it says, after 10 years of perfecting his rums, 1862, Don Facundo Bacardi Masso introduced the world to his Bacardi Superior rum, a sublime rum for cocktails. It doesn't dominate other flavors, nor does it disappear when mixed. Perfect for classic rum cocktails like the mojito. So the whole focus of this is what? Cocktails, cocktails, cocktails. Nowhere do they say drink it neat, because it's not really made for that. But showing it in the beautiful green bottle. Light, aromatically balanced, some subtle notes of almonds and lime are complemented. So remember, almonds and lime complemented by hints of vanilla. The finish is dry, crisp, and clean. Almonds and fruit in the nose, smooth and creamy palate, dry, clean finish. Okay. Cane Run. A blend of fresh, light rums and charcoal filtering, but they don't tell you what charcoal is, of course. Tasting notes. Cane Run has the aroma of sweet, light brown sugar. The taste is vanilla spice on the mid palate, and its finish is peppery spice and mild sweet molasses. I noticed a pepperiness with it. What is the best-selling rum in the United States? Pretty sure it's Bacardi. You know, Bacardi's kind of the king of the hill. Abel Nolasco says, G. G, letter G. Letter G, back to you. All right, now, and what's up? How you been, man? I'm fine, fine, fine. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I worked all day. I was at work, worked late. Wasn't thrilled with that. Clocked in early and clocked out late. I'm a little tired. I got up. It's 2:03 this morning, 2:03 a.m. Got to watch all the Major League Baseball highlights. A lot of people say, doggone if I get out of my bed at 2:03 a.m. to start drinking coffee and watching Major League Baseball highlights. Well, I'm eccentric. And I was reading the Bible first. I read the Bible. The book of Joshua, last chapter, chapter 24. I read chapter 24 on the 24th. Whoa. Now, this smells rich in a way. It's got a lot of character, like a pungency to it. It's like a pungent nose, pungent, full nose of sugar and molasses, and it's clear. Look how clear. And vanilla. Most liquor is clear. It gets color from being in a charred barrel. Whiskey's clear. If you get any whiskey, it's going to be clear, but it gets color from being in a barrel. Now, some classes of whiskey and rum, they're allowed to add caramel coloring, the most common food coloring in the world, and they do that often. So, but they're making it look brown. If it's aged for a year in a used barrel, it might just turn yellowish. You know, it may not turn color. I ended up finding this is Abel saying, I ended up finding a bottle of that Arrogant Bastard whiskey. You have heard of those beers, distilled whiskeys from Samuel Adams. Oh yeah, the brewers started doing distilling. I'm glad you found it. I've seen it, but I didn't buy it. NJ991. Hello, Sir Ronald Terrio. Having a Labatt Ice while watching your live stream. God bless, sir. Same to you. Same back to you. Labatt Ice. I've had a New York brewed version. I didn't think it was too good. Probably better from Montreal. A good nose here. Not a full nose like the other, though. Not as full. A little muted. Like some water even you get on it, like tap water. Weird, huh? You get the alcohol fumes. They're both 40% alcohol. Charcoal, wood. I guess you get that. Maybe a little grass, like sugarcane is a type of grass. It's a type of bamboo, you know, like bamboo cane. And they'll have that grassy note sometimes. Isn't that strange? Ever try caribou beer? No, I haven't. Tip. Never seen it. Okay. So on the appearance is a tie. They look nice. They both look nice. Okay, no problem there. Nose. The one on my left hand seems to have a little more character. But let's not get it wrong. Neither one of these have a bad nose. They're just different. But there's no bad. So far, there's no badness with either one. So they'd still be scoring in the A range. Now, people will say you score too high, you score too high. I don't really think I do, because you take a lot of products. There's different classes of beer, right? Some of them are, questionable, so to speak, like flavor beers, like Kinky or Juice or Four Loko or the original Club Tales, those flavored malt beverages. But they are a class of product. It's a class. And some people say, well, they're all a D-. They're all trash. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. I don't drink those regularly anyway. I got Keystone Ice and Natural Ice in my fridge for regular, everyday drinking beers. But I don't, these days, in the past, probably so, grade things. I don't downgrade things according to their class. I grade them within the class. And if I don't like the class, the style, well, don't drink it. You know, it's simple. It's not a complicated thing. Like some people will say, well, white rum, silver rum, clear rum, it's bland. It's made for doing cocktails. And so it ain't got no value. You know, it's got no value. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. Some people love white rum. They drink it neat. You know, a lot of people don't. Most people don't. I do for taste challenge purposes. People might ask, what do you drink for liquor on your regular drinking basis? Well, that's a good question, but I have no good answer because I don't drink liquor on a regular basis at all. Like, I don't drink it. Like you watch old television shows, they come home from work, they always make it a mixed drink, a cocktail. They drinking this, drinking gin, they drinking vodka, drinking bourbon, whatever, to unwind. They want, you know, but I don't ever do that. And if I did, I wouldn't be hiding the fact. I wouldn't be trying to say, oh, no, yeah. No, I just don't. If I'm doing a review, I'll taste it. Of course, I'm going to drink it unless it's unbearably bad, which I've never encountered that yet. And if I'm doing a taste challenge, same thing, I'll drink it. But any other time, I just don't do it. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't. And I've had people ask me that question, what's your regular go-to bourbon? I don't have such a thing. I don't have a go-to liquor of any sort. Beer, yes. Wine, yes, because I sip 2 or 3 ounces of wine every day. Literally 2 or 3 ounces. I mean, you know, that much in a glass. That's why you only see a wine review like 10 times a year or maybe 12, because it takes me that long to drink them all. It will take me 12 months to drink 12 bottles of wine. We're talking about regular size bottles. You know, you say, wow, you're really exciting. You're a party animal, right? Oh, yeah. I'm not. Tommy Carroll, cheers, Jay. The days of wine and roses. Heavenly wine and roses. All right. Standard flavor. Mass production, quality, quantity type thing. You know, it's just normal. You go to the store, you buy a regular rum, and that's what it tastes like. A little sugar, a little grass, a little sweetness. Mostly it's dry, though. The finish is dry. And it's simple. It's basic. It's not a gourmet rum. It's not a craft rum. Well, of course, you knew that. Why would you think Bacardi would be any of those things? Now, do they make some very expensive Bacardis that cost hundreds of dollars? Yes, they do. And you can buy them. And they're probably way better than what I'm tasting today. And I've never bought them. But I probably will one day. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I would like to. But I'm still climbing the ladder. I'm at the bottom few rungs. First, second, and third rung of the ladder. All right. I got the Grand Reserva Diaz, 10-year age. That's a good $40 a bottle. So then you're getting a little more expensive. I got the Bacardi Reserva Ocho. It's about $30 a bottle. So now that's $70. So those are fantastic. Are there ones that are way better than those? Yeah, because they got some that are $230 a bottle, $240 a bottle. It's like Jose Cuervo. You say, oh, no, not that. You go to the store, any liquor store in America is going to have Cuervo Gold or Cuervo Silver. Simple, right? No big deal. But you could buy some that's $300. $300. Total Wine's got one. I'd love to try it. I'm sure it's going to be awesome, you know. More sweetness, but yet maybe more grass, more charcoal. I don't know. These are tough. Tough. I thought it was going to be just a sure shot, like Beastie Boys, sure shot. But it isn't. Just goes to show you. You buy a product like Cane Run that a lot of people never heard of, that's sold here but not sold there. Prominent, fairly prominent in Louisiana, apparently unknown in other states. Then you put it up against Bacardi, which, like I said, is sold everywhere in the world, pretty much the whole world. It's like the Jack Daniels of rum, the Crown Royal of rum, the Johnny Walker of rum, the Jose Cuervo of rum. The Tanqueray of rum. Yeah. All right. But it's not really coming out in this challenge that to being way better. But then the price is about the same. You buy a big jug bottle of Bacardi. Oh, well, you might be able to find it for $17.99. It's unlikely. Probably going to pay $21.99. The glass bottle, big handle bottle. This was $9.99 at Discount Depot. But that's an aberration. That's an aberration. There's almost no chance you're going to go to some liquor store and find a big bottle of this, handle bottle of this for $9.99. I mean, just don't even think about it. And if you go to Discount Depot today, those are gone. They're gone. They had a huge pallet of it, like maybe 5 dozen bottles, 60 bottles. They probably had more in the back. That didn't last. That's not going to last. They're not going to sell those big bottles for $9.99. And you think you're going to go back in a month and get, well, I'm going to wait till I get paid and go get it. Well, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You can get something else. You might have something else for $9.99, And knowing Discount Depot, they will. The lady kind of gets on my nerves a little bit, kind of like pressuring you to hurry up or kind of watching you like, but she might have problems with people stealing. I don't know. But she's like, you need something? You need something? I was like, no, I'm just shopping. I'm just browsing. But you can go over here and look. I'm like, okay. I was over there. So that gets on my nerves a little bit. But I just blow it off and say, I'm going to take all the time I want. I don't care if she gives me a weird look or not. I'm buying stuff. I come over here all the time, She can go back to Bangalore if she doesn't like it, So, in Savannah Discount, they kind of pressure a little bit. Kind of like, what you need, boss? Let me help you, boss. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'll just take it as long as I want. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to look and carefully pick through everything. And if they looking at me funny, I don't care. Like I said, they can go back to Tel Aviv, whatever. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Especially since I get the greatest deals on the planet over at those 2 stores. And international. Now, see, international market is the most laid back. They have incredible values also. Sometimes unbelievable values. Not as much, but sometimes you'd be shocked. Usually it's just really good values, but sometimes you go in there, you'd be stunned. Stunned, maybe once a year. Whereas Savannah Discount, you're going to be stunned twice a month. At Discount Depot, you're going to be stunned once a month. But international market is a huge store. It's not just a liquor store. They have a liquor section, which is incredible. They have a nice beer section too, with good prices too. I have to admit, great import selections, section. But it's a big grocery store. It's a huge store. They have frozen food, canned food, all kind of cooking utensils. A whole aisle. There's fresh produce, fresh fruit, fresh meat. And then a whole area of spices, a whole area of bread, a whole area of coffee, tea from all over the world, all over the entire world. And it's amazing. And I was talking to a guy named Pablo. I said, you ever heard of this place, International Market? He said, what are you talking about? I used to go there all the time. And he was familiar with it. He's from out of the country too. From Nicaragua, and he was saying, oh yes, that's a well-known place, man. So, and then across the river, there's Hong Kong Market. which is Asian oriented, which is also incredible. I mean, it's pricey. You're going to pay. You're going to pay at international market. You get Heinz beans from England. Like, I don't know why you would want to get Heinz canned beans from England when you could buy Heinz beans from Indiana, you know, for a third of the price. But it's something, it's weird. It's a weird place. And they got candy, right? Candy, chocolate bars from all over the world. So I would recommend it. If you ever come to New Orleans, instead of going to all the typical boring tourist traps that you have in every city, why don't you do something interesting, like go to international market or go to Hong Kong market, instead of doing something typical that everybody does. And most people go to New Orleans and go to Bourbon Street and drink beer and liquor all night. I say, well, can't you do that in your own town? Why are you paying astronomical hotel prices and coming to New Orleans so you could drink all day, when you could do that at home for no extra money? I don't know. I don't get it. Any sampling during the Hers tour? Yes. And in fact, they had fresh, hot potato chips just out of the, whatever the process, and on a paper plate. And the guy put salt on it for me. And it was so hot, you couldn't touch the chips. You had to, they were that hot. Steam, hot. Best potato chips I ever had in my life. I told my friend Paul, I said, it's amazing. Like, if you get a bag of chips, they'd be pretty good. Like Hers, they're pretty good. But hot on that plate, paper plate, out of the cooker, there's no comparison. It's an experience. And that was a great tour. Delaware has house brands for cheap, but taste leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. Well, sometimes that's the case, I'm afraid. Now, there's a potato chip factory right up the road from me, 15 miles. Now, why haven't I gone on tour there? Good question. I don't know. I never thought of it. Zaps. I should go. I know they get tours, I'm pretty sure. Elmer's Candy Company right up the road, 27 miles. Oh, well, maybe 29 miles away. Never been there. Passed by it. Okay. Grassy, sweet, white molasses. I don't know about what they're talking about. Dark, light brown sugar. I'm not sure I'm getting that. I'm a little surprised because in my mind, I thought Bacardi was just going to wipe it out. It's going to wipe it out. Now, some Sazerac people are watching this saying, yeah, cane run, that's what we made. And it can battle. It can battle. It's a serious product. It's no joke. And it's won medals. And I guess it is a serious product, and it is not a joke. Robert the Whiskey Scott laughed, like, some junk, but I was saying, no, you don't know about Cane Run. It's not like you thinking. It's not like, I don't know, some off-the-wall rum that I bought, like Bocador. Actually, Bocador is pretty good, bottled in Philadelphia. It's from where the West Indies breezes blow, but it's, Bocador is pretty nice. If you want to get techno. Aristocrat is nice. Bocador is nice. Skull Dry White is nice. Clubhouse is pretty nice. I'm missing something. Ron Rio is not nice. Unless you want to drink a rum that smells like Monsanto's Roundup, weed color, and tastes like bad gas, rotten sugarcane stalks. If that's what you're looking for, you got it. I'm a fan of Aldi brand Clancy's barbecue chips. Crapiertastic. I've been to Aldi in other states, like when I was in south side of Chicago area. What was that? Oh, I don't remember what town it was in. One of those towns right there. And then when I was in Florida City, Florida, staying at the hotel on US Highway 1, there was an Aldi across the street. So I figured, I'll go check it out. It was kind of small little store. I say shabby looking, you know, but I don't care about that. I wanted to get some Vienna sausage that I had never had before, and I did. I got it. All tastes the same. Somebody had made some ugly comments throwing it toward my channel talking about, well, if you're going to say this beer is a great beer, you may as well say Vienna sausage is a great type of meat. And I said, oh, okay. Well, first of all, I never said it was a great beer. I said it was very well done. And I said, since he wants to throw that hatred my way, talking about Vienna sausage, I'll just review every Vienna sausage brand ever made that I can get my hands on. And I did. People loved it. They loved watching that. And Aldi had some interesting imported beers, like they're in this Gruna, which I loved. And they're talking about building an Aldi here. Whether it ever happens, remains to be seen. All right. I'll tell you what, this was an incredibly close taste challenge, and I am not confident at all that I can tell one from the other. And, well, hey, I guess that's a good sign, maybe a bad sign for Bacardi, but a great sign for Cane Run because it is a little bit cheaper, but really not much. But it's and it's a new kid on the block, only been around 6 years, but it's performing very well. I would recommend it if you see it for a good price. Now, if it's some high price, forget it. Don't buy it. I say buy it. Utz in Lancaster, Pennsylvania makes really good kettle cooked chips. We get some Utz chips here since Utz bought out Zapp's about 6 years ago. But I never seen kettle cooked versions. I'm having a Lagunitas Maximus Colossal IPA right now, says David Cassidy. I'm still looking to find that. Sometimes we get Lagunitas beers, but a lot of them don't show up in my town, and I'm not going on a huge search all over the world looking for it. All right. Honestly, I really can't tell them apart, but I'm going to make a guess, and if I get it right, it doesn't mean anything because I'm telling you up front, I can't really tell them apart. And if I get it wrong, it doesn't mean anything because I'm telling you up front, I can't really tell them apart, right? So if I get it wrong, I'll say it doesn't matter, and if I get it right, I'll take credit for it. How does that sound? I hear that, Ron. All right, so here we go, says David. Here we go. I think this is the Bacardi. Ah, got it. Honestly, I was kind of leaning toward Bacardi all along, if you remember the beginning of the video. And the reason was not really the flavor, but the nose. The Bacardi seemed to have a fuller, more robust, and more complex aroma, perhaps. But beyond that is pretty close, is nearly identical. So flavor, not much difference. Appearance, none. Price, about the same. And aroma, the Bacardi has a slight advantage, I think. Now, how would I really prove that I have it down pat? I would have to do 10 taste challenges of the same products. I mean, you really want to replicate an experiment. Replication is important. Now, is this experiment valid? Does it test what it's supposed to test? I think it is valid. When I do blind taste tests, I think they're valid. They're testing what they're meant to test. But are they reliable? We don't know. How do you establish reliability? You repeat it. You replicate it. Not you say, oh, I did it twice and I got it right twice. Oh, well, big deal. You did it twice. Oh, great. How about doing it 10 times? Now, if you do the contest 10 times and it's 5 times you got it right and 5 times you got it wrong, then that means they're like the same. You know, they're even. Forget it. I don't have time or the desire to replicate it. I don't care if it's reliable. I just hope it. Well, I mean, I care. I hope it's reliable, but I can't. I'll never get through it. I'll be 80 years old and I'll be saying, oh, look, I got a new one. And it's only been 3 years since I did the last new one. You know, I'm not going through that. I want to be bringing in new products at a pretty steady clip. You know what I'm saying? I got that Jaru Mezcal I want to bring in. I've got the Montezuma white tequila I want to bring into play. I got this old overhauled, the older rye version, 3-year age chill filtered to go up against the new higher proof 86 proof versus 80 non-chill filter versus chill filter. Thank you, David, for finding that. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I want to go and work on, but I'm saying, you know, really in reality, doing a one-shot challenge doesn't establish any kind of reliability at all. Maybe it's valid. It could be valid. Prairie Best oil sausage, pretty funky, Jay. Prairie Best oil sausage. Huh. Sounds like some strange stuff we get here. Pickled smoked sausage. Do y'all get pickled smoked sausage? We do. Pickled. Comes in like a pickle jar, but it's sausage. And it's pickled in some kind of brine and vinegar. It tastes very vinegary. It's a very strange. If it's you cannot say, oh, it tastes like, and then give an example. There is no example until you've had pickled smoked sausage. It's indescribable, but it's very interesting, and I was glad I bought it, and I would buy it again, and I know where to get it very easily. Very easily. Thanks for watching this video production. Tomorrow morning, well, I have a bad feeling that it's going to be the same as today. Castillo Silver versus Cane Run. I think it's going to be a tie to a large extent, like this one was in a practical sense. And so if you want to save yourself some time and avoid watching it, I would not take issue with that. But I'm going to watch it since I'm going to be part of it. I'll be watching it live because I'll be making it. All right. Thanks for watching this video production.